Good morning, everybody. It's Marty, the JavaScript party. My buddy Rhett back there. I did get her a nut. We are short on time, but I did get her a nut. I did check in with work though, and everything is good in the neighborhood at this point. I have a huge PR in flight at the moment, so there's that. And so I'm starting to kind of get up that. I was trying really hard to not think about it at all this weekend because it is a bit stressful, but not horrible, not horribly stressful, but I definitely needed a mental break from it. And the weekend did, in fact, provide my such needed mental break. And so it's ready to try to make uh make the magic happen. It definitely feels like magic. You end up learning so much and you get so separated from everybody else. All right, so Media System 2002 is a project that I work on every day. So I work on like five projects. Most of them I work on day, three of them I work on daily, and then two are on camera, and one is off camera, and one is completely off camera, and then one I do on Saturday and one I do on Sunday. So trying to keep all that stuff straight in my head is not the easiest thing in the world, and so I have to end up CDS. I end up having to come up to speed all the time on new projects, and this is like if you were coding in 1998, that was just not a skill. You did not need that. You worked on one project, you focused on it. It was super complicated. You knew every in and out of that project. If someone said, "Hey, where does this happen?" You go, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's line 583 in this file." Like you knew everything there was to know about any given project. 5 years ago, like you literally would have to work on three projects, three different projects in the day. It was crazy. Now it's like you work on projects, but it's like 2 weeks at a time, 1 week at a time, 3 days on one project, and then you move on to a different project. You put away a project, then you come back to the project like uh, 4 months later, and now you're like you work on something for 3 days. You got to document the hell out of what you're doing because you're gonna have to come back to this in a while. So, anyways, I'm coming back up to speed on my app layout service, which I worked on yesterday around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. And now, since then, I've worked on three other projects, and now I'm back to this project. So, I'm coming up to speed on this. And if I remember correctly, we need to create a signal for top and left. And then I even said what line it was. So, I really helped myself out there. So, let's go up to line 49. And we need to create a top and left signal. Um, So these are property specific signals, and they are definitely should start with the word edit. I may end up refactoring to update in the future, but for now I'm updating the edit and see I say edit visualization with signal. So I think that's a good way to do that, but I do think I want to be like edit, and it's not visualization, it's canvas with signal, right? Or no, this is the canvas. See, it's crazy how confusing things get. Um, Thought I had this down pat. Okay, so let's hit back. And so we got our visualization with, I thought I even gave it a different, see, I call it height and left. See, I guess update doesn't care. So I guess it should just be top and left. Because update, it just needs to know where to place it. We're not trying to actually, I don't know. I'm just going to call it top and left. I don't know if that's the right words. And I'm selecting words because they'll make it easier for maintenance in the future. And I don't understand why that is like, well, I guess I do understand. I was gonna say I don't understand why that is so difficult for like people to understand that we have words in our language that we use to make things easier to do. I mean, we could argue about the nature of the words and stuff, but like they're just there to make things easier to do. Um, And that's just like a real issue here in the United States. So it's edit top signal. Yeah, because I think the concept of the layers and all that isn't an issue here. Like we just know that, hey, the top, this thing is supposed to be displayed by itself at the top. This thing is supposed to, oh, sorry, top. And then, oh, oh, I make this mistake all the time. So that's a good realization of that I'm going to like probably regularly forget to change. There's like three major things you have to change, right? And two of them are super easy because the transpiler helps you, right? It tells me that this one is a duplicate, that this one is a duplicate. But the transpiler does not tell me that this is pointing to the wrong one. So that's that. So now we have step one done. I think it was like line 150, yeah, 165. I think it was like 159 or something before. So, and I liked it when I have something like this, a list like this. I like to sort of give myself a little pat on the back by doing that finish line. So in car racing, this checkered flag means that you finished. Um, if you get to see it first, then you won. We need to listen for those signals in this service. Okay, so that is going to be in the constructor effect. And again, I'm not 100% sure um, that uh, the that you can do that. I think you can. I can't imagine why you can't send a signal and receive the signal in the same service. I can't imagine a reason why, but I've definitely seen weirder things. All right, so now I just want to make sure everything works because I do need to log off. Um, oh, all right. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. It's Monday, the 17th. Bye. Happy coding.